Hello, I'm Julia Bushkova, and today we're going to be talking about challenges for violinists with big hands. And to help me with that will be my student Lucas Furtado from Brazil. And first, I need to say that in general, when we think about big hands, we don't think about challenges. We think only about the pluses. And they're obvious pluses because big hands can reach easier on the violin without excessive shifting, with more compact sort of movements, and so on and so forth. They can stretch much better. So yes, it is very helpful, but there are also certain challenges. And here we will look at a couple of them, right, Lucas? So for you to see what might be happening, let's go into the higher positions. Because of course, as you can imagine, with big hands playing in the upper positions here when things are very, very close, especially half steps, that would be a challenge for sure. All right, so what would you like to demonstrate first? Maybe just go up a certain scale. Mm-hmm. Okay, good. Okay, let's stop. And here we started with G. We come back to the G. So we are having here a portion of G minor 4-octave scale, and just the 2 upper octaves, correct? So far what we saw that when you went up, you actually did very nice things because you were rising here and you were not too much to the side, which might prevent you with negotiating small spaces. But you're going this way, which is helpful. Now, the real problem in the upper positions for big hands is that the distances are very small. Distances are very small. But good thing about you, specifically, Lucas, let's show me your hand. Well, I guess not. I guess Lucas does have not only big hands, but also very fat fingers, which is really wonderful for everything, except for being in the upper positions. Okay, so now let's play up from C. And yeah, and good. After that, of course, you shift, but right now we're only looking at the function of your fingers, and you're doing a really good job in almost replacing fingers in one place, right? Or displacing them. One more time. Exactly. So what happens on the way up, your fingers are barely fitting in there, right? But they're fitting. And then on the way back, when you change, right, to natural, ta-ra-ta, especially E flat, right, you have to then push the D up again. Mm-hmm. Okay? So can you play the same thing a little bit faster, the same notes? Exactly. Okay, so then you can see in action that how fast that movement has to be. Can you show just the replacement movement, please, between the E flat and D? E flat. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and so what I want you to be also careful about when you're shifting down, the very first shift that you're doing and the second shift. Right now, second shift is a bit better, but the first one, when you're shifting, make sure that the first thing that you want to do is to return as much as possible to more neutral position sooner. Okay, so it's true that you will be here like this, but when you're going down here, you absolutely don't want to do any of this leading with the wrist. And that leading with the wrist is, of course, bad for any hand, small or large, but I think it's especially bad choice for a larger hand because you're completely hanging on there. You're not close to your safe house, which is the body of the violin. One more time. Exactly. Yeah, So you want to definitely come back to this position and not at all ever to anything of that nature. Yeah, even this, even though that doesn't look like really too much out, but for you it is out because you have a lot of length of the fingers there, okay? So yes, for bigger hands, we want the neutral position here to be truly neutral, which is, if you look at this way, it will be slightly concave in here and not that way. So for smaller hands, sometimes we have to go to this, but bigger hands, we never want to do this. So that's pretty much it about the challenges for big hands. The rest, unfortunately, for the people with small hands, and fortunately for the large hands, it's all pluses. So Lucas, you're a lucky one. Yes. If you have enjoyed the content of this video, please consider subscribing, like, and share with your colleagues and your friends.